You went out?
Yeah.
Where'd you guys go?
What's
it called?
Lake effect? We did that.
The
And
lake
as soon as the power went out, we pretty much bounced.
Yeah, the power went out like on half the building, and then I went to the bathroom downstairs. I had to use my phone.
No way.
It was like pitch black downstairs.
It was a little sketchy.
Yeah.
Today's day and age, power goes out, freak everybody out. Was it mass exodus?
No.
Pretty
No,
well.
they gave
There's a bunch of hunters
free,
in there,
Free
so-
beers for a little bit.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
What?
To my buddies, and then they're like, "Hey, there's free beer." I walk up there, and they're like $13, and I'm like,
Yeah, I didn't hear
"You
anything
just told me
about
it was
that.
free beer."
Jeez.
$13, huh?
Well, it was 2 beers, I guess.
Yeah, there you go.
I had to get one for a friend when I was there. So
All right, Brady, you want to do promo codes today?
I can hit us off.
You got it so good.
Have I been doing well lately?
You've been just acing them. So
All
we'll
right.
do those first, then we'll dive in.
All right, maybe because of it, I'll get another coffee sent my way. That's all I want in
You
life.
need it if you're up all night.
Dude, yeah. I'm just,
What time did you get back?
I get, what, 12:30? Yeah,
That's not too
12:30.
bad.
yeah,
I
we
think
were,
I was in bed by like 10:15.
Yeah, it wasn't too late.
that
but-
would have been the smart thing to do.
Yeah.
So
But it's hard when you want to see a bunch of friends and hang out.
that's it. I don't do this kind of stuff very often. So
Yeah, ever.
Yeah.
Just once
yeah.
a year, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, promo code time. We want to give you guys the best research, and it's application season right now, as most of you know. And if you don't know, well, I feel bad for you because you should know, because you probably missed out on some deadlines already. So use promo code podcast when you sign up for Insider. You're going to get 50 points back to the GOHUNT Gear Shop. That is 50 big dollars back in your wallet that you can use to purchase anything in the GOHUNT Gear Shop. So now's the time. Do your research. Do your due diligence.
If you had $50 right now in the GOHUNT Gear Shop, what would you buy?
I buy a goat knife.
That's what I'm talking about right
Towards a
there.
good night.
Settle plug, you know. Just had to do it.
Which is a nice transition. We have
is.
Travis Nowotny, man, myth, legend.
Gosh, the straight assassin.
The kid. You
I don't know.
what
I don't know if he's a killer. He's an
I
assassin.
call you the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, I
That's
don't know
what
about
call you.
that. Just a redneck. That's it.
do you
Just
hear
an
that?
Idaho boy.
Do you hear that? You must.
I hear a little bit of it.
I mean, he picks up a tag, and then like 24 hours later, when this season finally opens, he's already tagged out with like 3 animals.
Cuts a wide swath for sure.
Just if you're not picky like Brady, then you have more opportunities.
Whatever. You always kill big animals.
Yeah, they're always
too.
giant.
Yeah, they're never small. So where are you from?
I am from Idaho, so
What part?
Boise, Idaho area.
Okay.
Middleton, Idaho, actually, but
Born and raised?
born and raised in Idaho, yeah.
I'm jealous.
So
Yeah. What's the best thing about living in Idaho?
tags,
Tags.
definitely tags.
Yeah. So we want to talk a little bit about that. Just run through Idaho, and just kind of talk a little bit about the tag process. I mean, what it's like as a resident. It's obviously a great state for a resident, right? You can pick up general archery or even rifle, I guess, any weapon deer tags. You can pick up elk tags. Do you also apply for control hunts up there?
Not for the most part, just because I do sheep and stuff like that. So it's
Gotcha.
pretty much just the oil species,
So you have to pick your species, right?
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah, you can either apply for deer, elk, and antelope controlled, or you can apply for one of the bigger
sheep,
species.
mountain goat, or
sheep,
moose.
mountain
So
goat. Gotcha.
killed my moose, killed my sheep. So now it's mountain goat time. So
Oh my gosh.
And those are once in a lifetime in Idaho, right?
Yep.
Yep. So you
Yep.
draw it, you're done.
Yep.
You've drawn both a moose and a sheep tag.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I drew my moose tag back in, I was just out of high school, 2006, and it was like 50-50 draw odds then, so
Yeah.
drew the first time I put in, and then
That's living life large.
took me 10 years to draw my sheep tag. So
That was
after
recently,
that,
right?
so-
That was a couple years ago. The sheep.
Yeah, it's been a few years. I remember.
It's been, I don't even remember, but it's been a few years.
Yeah.
How was that hunt?
So it was an awesome hunt. So yeah,
Rough.
very rough and demanding country for sure. So
Gotcha.
yeah, it's kind of hunt I really like. One that just feels impossible. So
Yeah. What's your background? Like, what do you do for? I mean, you have goat knives. Maybe give us a rundown on goat knives and how you got involved with that. And then, do you have a day job as well?
yeah. So my primary job, I'm just an electrician. So I just recently went out on my own. So now I can actually have a little more time, and I don't tied down to working for somebody. So
watch out
That's
animals,
great.
because if he has more time.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
What's he gonna do with more time?
Yeah.
Do you have people working for you then?
I don't know.
Okay.
No, I keep it small and simple.
Gotcha.
So.
But you're doing your own thing, so you'll be
Yep.
able to kind of set your own schedule.
Yeah. It's nice to not have the pressure to keep somebody busy. At least right now, like if I don't have work, it's fine. I just go hunting or something, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's my primary job. I mean, that's what pays the bills and everything. And goat knives is kind of my, I don't know, what would you call it? My little side hustle, I guess. So
A pet project?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. When did you get started with goat knives?
It's been a couple years now, so like
And-
2020, I guess, is when. So
Was there like a moment where you're just like, I want to do knives, or it's like an inspiration thing? Like, what led you to that path?
oh, I think it's just like it is with all of us that are backpack hunters and stuff. You know, you're always looking for
It's found some
the
little-
best, greatest thing, and it's like I could never bring myself to pack Allen wrenches. It just I couldn't do it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want to throw these bulky Allen wrenches. I'm never going to pack in my pack, you know. And I just got this idea. I'm like, what if I made a replacement blade knife that I can use Allen keys, you know, and then that way, if I'm in the backcountry and something goes wrong, my sight comes loose or anything really, my hunt's not over. I can fix what I need to fix and stay in the field. So I just one of those things I just had to see it through. Like it just kept coming up in my, you know, coming up in my little brain, and I'm like, worst case scenario, I'm gonna put a bunch of effort in this and come out with a sweet knife for myself. So
Yeah. I can't recall how many times I've had to use it to like tighten a tripod leg, or, you know, some little Cirque plate on the bottom of my spotter or whatever, like pop that little Allen key in the back of the knife and
oh yeah,
Done deal.
Well, before you know, if it's something that's not important, like a loose tripod leg, you just kind of struggle through the trip
Yeah,
and not
you
worry
just-
about it. But now you're like, ooh, I got a bit for
Yeah,
that.
I could do it.
yeah, they're pretty sweet knives.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to think if I've ever had a situation with my bow where I've ever had to use it, and I haven't. But inevitably, there's going to be a time when I have
Yeah.
to use it.
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a sight bar that comes loose
Yep.
or a rest.
It seems like a lot of times, like I said, it was my tripod leg.
That's tripod legs and
Loose
dude,
tripod
plates for my just loose. It's easier just to
Yeah.
snug it up real quick if they don't have a D-ring on it, you know.
And I just keep the little, whatever, quarter bit in like my bino harness all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, it's easy. You just grab it. Have you ever had anyone, though? I want to know, like, reach out to you, like, gosh, I just used the product, accidentally had the blade open. I was working on something on my bow and, like, sliced the string open. Like, that's the only word I ever have. It's like someone's touching their
I
bow.
haven't had that. I mean, I would just think it's. I mean,
put that
a
sheath on.
little common sense.
Should
just
go
just
away.
pop the blade off real quick and use
Yeah,
it. You know.
I don't ever even carry. I don't
Yeah.
even put it in the sheath.
Oh,
I don't-
really?
No, I
Yeah,
just.
I don't
ca-
either.
I'm loaded
I
all
just pop
times.
the blade off, throw it down, use it. And
I just
put it-
take the blades. I carry extra blades, like in my kill kit, and then I just carry the actual knife part itself on its own. I mean, I don't need to
Oh,
carry. a
maybe I'm
sheath.
doing things wrong my whole life.
Yeah. I
Well,
don't-
at least you know. I had this guy hit me up. He's like, "Hey man, this thing bent," and he like sends me a picture and. He's like, yeah, I was trying to tighten something on my bicycle, and I'm like, well,
Oh, God.
this is like an emergency tool, you know, ultralight, like, you know, just in
He thought
case
he
kind
thought
of
he
thing.
could get rid of everything at his
You don't
shop and
change
work on
you don't-
semis.
You don't change a tire with a goat knife. I know it's titanium, but apparently,
I was putting a tire on my kid's bike.
Yeah, I'm going to put a big, quarter-inch bit with a 3/8 on the back of it so I can, change a tire. Like, what's your thought process? there?
Yeah. So that was your first knife. You launched into that, right?
Yep,
And
yep.
you started with the bits that fit within the blade or
Yep.
the handle itself.
Yep,
And you have a whole lineup of knives now.
yep.
Where, how much background did you put into? Because I will say, in my opinion, your knives hold a great edge.
Yeah.
I mean, I've used a lot of other knives. Like even within the last 2 years, I've used a bunch of different knives, and your knives do seem to hold a great edge. So, like, how much R&D did you put into like actually finding a company or
Not
some
a
way to
ton,
build-
actually.
Really?
It was like I worked with this guy that was like a hobby knife maker. He like hand forged knives, and he told me about Nitro vanadium, and said that its characteristics were super good for corrosion resistance and holding an edge and things like that. And then I started to do some research online, and it was fairly new. So I kind of liked the idea that it was a new product and new type of blade steel, and just kind of went with that with my initial prototype, and I just really liked it. So
Gotcha.
So
Are you doing a lot of design yourself as far as like shape of the blade,
That's all
handles?
me.
Is it?
yep.
Which I find that's so crazy because they look really good, but their function 10 times better,
Yeah.
better as well. Like, it's still a great mix of quality and it looks nice.
Yeah, I literally I have the original sketches. I just sketch them out on grid paper and everything, and go into the machine shop and sit down, and they put it in CAD and everything, and it's just exactly make some minor tweaks and stuff like that, but
Gotcha. Of all of them, do you have favorites?
I'd say for actual function and usability and like hunting is totally the Ibex. I
Yeah.
think it's
The
just
Ibex is such a
super
good
light.
word.
It's bare minimum. Doesn't matter if it's a Cape Buffalo or a little dingo. I mean, you can
Yeah.
you can take care of anything with that. Just change the blade real quick, and it's cheap. Like, just makes sense, you know.
Gotcha.
And you're what, like 50-50 between fixed blade and replaceable blade in your lineup, or is it like one?
I usually just pack one of each, you know. Like right now, I pack the chamois, the new chamois, and then the ibex, and so.
Yeah, got to keep both of them.
Yep.
I agree as well.
I really like the carbon hunter. Like the carbon with the length of the blade. I really like the length and shape of that blade and the way that thing fits and feels in my hand.
Yep.
I would say that's probably the knife that is one of the first out of my pack.
Yeah, I love that knife. I like that it's just, the whole design feature of that was just like bare minimum, ultralight, but functional and sexy. Like, you know, I had to just throw the carbon in there just to, but, you know, I think as we evolve, I think there's definitely going to come a Gen 2 True Carbon Pro and Skeleton Pro. So beef it up a little bit. So
we should say, Lorenzo, welcome.
Sorry I'm
popped
late.
in. My bad for getting started.
I didn't know how
you would be, so I figured we'd
all
just
good.
jump on.
I got tied up doing something else this morning.
Yeah, Lorenzo.
You were out the duck
Travis.
calling competition over there?
Yeah. I was doing the good old high ball out there. That was me ruining the podcast for you guys. But I was gonna jump in. Sorry I'm late. But what's with all the international animal names?
I like just the brand goat, you know.
Yeah.
I like ibexes. Like, I just think this
goat is just
everything.
Tom
you know?
Brady, Michael Jordan, definitely not LeBron.
Exactly.
Like, not even fucking
Absolutely
close
not,
to being
not
LeBron.
Why am I getting pointed at?
I agree completely.
Yes,
I know,
I asked
LeBron.
you,
I know.
You
Do you want
said
me-
you like LeBron?
You guys
You
need
said
me to
he's the
defend
greatest
you?
of all
You're a
time.
LeBron goat guy.
Yeah.
No,
But I grew up
chance.
in both generations where I could watch Jordan and
No
I could watch
chance.
LeBron.
But
And if
to
you watch
even
LeBron
say-
play and you watch Jordan
it's
highlights,
Michael
LeBron's
Jordan
way better.
and Tom Brady are the only two goats. I mean, Kobe is like on the edge,
On the cusp.
he's a teeter guy. You could say it, but and some people might argue, but definitely not everybody. The only two that people will never argue, MJ and Tom Brady.
I
So I
agree.
love GOAT, just the overall
Well,
greatest of all time.
we'll continue this discussion
But,
off air. 'cause I
The
can keep going.
international animals, like what's with it?
Just falls in line with the goat, right? You know, there's unlimited names of, you know, Capra hunters, ibex,
Yeah.
you know, Argali. They're all going to come eventually. So
Gotcha.
You killed them? Have you hunted and killed them?
I haven't. No. So
Makes you dream and aspire to, though.
yeah, you
Like,
can
absolutely.
dream about it. Yep.
Oh, I dream deeply about it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to do it. At some point in my life, I will do it. But
I think those ibex in the Florida mountains or whatever, Florida mountains. I think that would be a fun hunt.
You ever done it?
I haven't. Just, I mean, it's everybody you talk to. It seems like an impossible hunt. So
Yeah. Have you applied?
I have, but
we
Never-
chase
never
it.
drawn.
We always chase it.
Yeah, I've never drawn it.
I've never drawn it either. But
I was talking to a
I'd love
guy in New Mexico that guides a week ago, and I was asking him, I said, you know, of guys that you've guided up there with a bow, what are their chances of actually getting a shot? And he said he's had 100% chances.
oh really?
Yeah, he's like, my guys have always had a shot. He's like, it might not be
The best.
the easiest shot. He's like, it might be a 70-yard shot on a 45-degree angle downhill. He's like, it's a tough shot, super technical terrain, but he said all the guys have shots, which makes me think it might be
Doable.
doable for a guy like you.
That's what I think is just one of those things. It's like you go into that hunt like you don't know. I don't know anything about ibex, you know. So
Yeah.
you're gonna go there and you're gonna try to figure them out for a couple days and then really hone in and definitely want to before your hunt
Yeah.
be well practiced as far as
it is a goat species, so I don't know if you could ever figure them out. Crazier
They're
than
all
cat
random.
shit, but I mean, like they're so random.
Yep.
He
All
was
those
saying
species.
it's really about playing pressure points with them.
Really?
He said, yeah, with the other tags that are out there and they're kind of working the mountain. He said it's really about observation and finding, like transition points between
So you
escape
can't figure
terrain,
travel corridors,
travel
and
corridors,
saddles,
yep,
and things.
saddles, things like that. And he said you might end up sitting, days and days on end for this opportunity when this group of sheep is going to get bumped and go from one can to the next
Yep.
and pass through this spot. But he said that's the
So you can't figure
that's
them
the
out.
ticket. That's what he
That's
said.
nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been on a lot of.
You go do it and tell me how.
Yeah. Well,
mean,
how
that's-
about we
that-
draw the tag and then we can.
That's definitely how I'd go about it. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, all my hunting is always like that. It's always, I used to trap a lot, when I was younger, and I learned a lot with travel routes and how animals move through country. Like, I like every hunt, I bring that into play. It seems like.
So you grew up trapping?
Yeah.
For money or hobby or.
Well, money actually for like bobcat trapping.
Yeah.
I was super good at it. I mean, why not do something that you're I love that kind of stuff. So
Yeah,
easy
running
way
a
to
trap
make a
line.
buck, and
Running a trap line is super enjoyable.
It is.
With
A lot of
somebody
work.
who I don't know what the hell I'm doing on a trap line, but I've gone with people like who truly know what they're doing and how
Yeah.
to set it up. It's fun to go
way
out
fun.
and check
Yeah.
trap lines, run
It
trap
is.
lines. It's
Yeah,
fun.
The best memories of my life are trapping when I was younger too. Just
Yeah.
like you said, it makes you like a well-rounded outdoorsman.
oh, you can learn so much from that kind of thing, just how animals move, and it's all, I think, played a factor, you know.
Where's that come from? Did your dad grow up trapping? Did you? I mean,
Ever since I could walk, my dad was, I mean, he's always told me, he's like, for me, the time that you could literally walk, you're poking a stick in snake holes trying to get the snake or hit a bird off a fence with a rock. He's like, I don't know what it was, but you just wanted to kill things from the, you know,
Really?
it's just an instinctive thing, and it totally is, because I don't. Life wouldn't be the same if I didn't have hunting. Like I don't know how much. I don't know. I just wouldn't have a purpose. It doesn't seem like. To
The more
me.
we talk, the more the
So-
Grim Reaper does fit.
Take
So,
take
yeah.
it one guess right now if you had to off the top of your head. If you did not have hunting, you grew up inner city, you didn't have hunting, what would you be doing?
Something outdoors for sure. I mean,
You think you'd still find your way outdoors?
oh yeah, yeah. I love the mountains. Like that's one thing about hunting that I like. It's, I mean, you can go on a hunt and just go bow hiking and never shoot anything, but you're out in God's creation, out in these beautiful mountains. That I just love that. Like so.
you so you hunted all growing up. When did you pick up bow hunting? Because I would you say most people kind of equate you with bow hunting, archery hunting?
I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually wasn't like right off the gate. It was like fishing was my thing because that's what
Do
we
you still
do.
fish?
Not really, not anymore. The hunting's
Yeah.
taking that over. So
Yeah.
You have to make your priorities, man.
Yeah.
I grew up across the street from a reservoir, and I fished every summer, almost every day, my entire upbringing. And man, I might go fishing once a year.
I don't think I've ever seen a photo of you with a fishing rod.
Yeah, if my kids
you just
ask,
saying that right
yeah,
now, it's
if
like blows my mind.
Yeah, if my kids ask, we'll go fishing a couple times in the summer. But like I did that every day, every
Yeah.
summer. I mean,
Yeah.
all summer.
I can't remember the last time I fished.
Yeah.
Literally can't remember.
yeah, I could care less about it now. I mean, it's fun activity. I think as my kids get a little older, it might be something that we can do as a family, be a little more family friendly than whatever shooting jackrabbits or something. So
So you have boys or
I got a boy and a girl.
boy and a girl? How old are they?
7 and 4. So
Gotcha. Are you kind of raising them the same way? Like get them out in the outdoors?
I haven't put a bunch of pressure on them yet. Like I'm kind of
Just let them find their own way?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, my son's starting to really.
Do you think he's got the instinct?
Oh yeah,
like you?
I think it'll come along. So
Is your son the oldest?
no, he's
Youngest,
youngest. So yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
mama's boy right now, but he'll figure it out.
I have a 3. He turns 4 in March, right? And it's so fun to raise him around hunting. And
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing you don't ever want to be the dad that's like yelling at your son playing sports and all that stuff.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure I will be that guy because I'm. it'll
Yeah.
get the
Yeah.
best of me. I know it will.
It will.
It will, and I know that. But 4 years old, calm right now. I'm letting him kind of find his way into hunting. I take him with me.
That's
and
exactly
I
what
want
I'm
him to
doing,
see
yeah.
it. But I'm not forcing anything, right? I kind of,
Yep.
and it's so fun to watch him find his way into it, right? Because I
Yep.
just want him to be around it, and hopefully he will find his way into
Yep.
it doing that.
Yep.
It's fun.
Yep.
So I got to ask a question right now.
Yeah.
It's going to deter probably everything for a little while.
That's
I have
right.
to ask it. As an Idaho resident, how do you feel about us non-residents coming up to your fabulous state to do some hunting? Because I hear a lot from Idaho residents.
See, it's
I
never
wanna-
really bugged me. It's kind of funny. Like they say that there's like all this pressure and stuff like that. I don't know if it's just because it's the style of hunter that I am, but I don't ever see pressure anywhere at the places that I hunt. So I think people just chalk that up as an excuse to.
Did you hear this, Trey?
But
I'm
I
blown
do.
away.
I do agree in some of their, wanting displaced non-residents. Like, we all listen to Go Hunt and Hunt and Fool and all these things, and
No,
they
just Go
point,
Hunt.
They point people to
Yeah.
different directions, and people that don't have knowledge of those places, that's where they flood to. And
Yeah.
these small towns that have great hunting, all of a sudden that's all this influx comes in, and they're frustrated because they live there, and they raise their
Yeah.
kid there. So
That's the part I understand. That's the part I really understand.
That's what,
because-
well, that, and we have been cognizant of that because, we started later than the other ones you spoke of.
Yeah, yeah.
Like we don't point anyone in any direction. We have been proven to spread opportunity and spread pressure because we have developed a tool set that allows the individual to find what they want, not being told where to go. Right. And in the past, everyone was told where to go, which would sway draws an insane amount, and they would all end up in the same areas, and it would really pinch the pressure points. Where we have always been very focused on spreading the opportunity and letting people know all of the opportunity. It's up to the individual to find what they want out of their hunt or what they're looking for, a species, wherever they want to go. It's been proven to help in a lot of states.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. The thing, I mean, Idaho's everybody's backup state. That's the trouble.
That is the trouble. We point people to the state, I guess. Yeah,
we definitely do. There's very few places that
use
have
it as your back pocket.
So that's where you go.
Use it as your back pocket. That's what we always.
It was.
say.
I don't know that you could say that anymore. No. I mean,
if you work real hard and get a little bit lucky. Now, a lot of lucky and work a little bit hard.
Yeah, I mean, the way that they've set that up, they've kind of reduced the number of non-resident general season permits overall.
Down to a number that,
the way that system works, it's essentially a draw. You have to log on December 1st and hope that you get a spot in line, and if you do, you do.
Yep.
If not, you're probably out of tag. So I would say, it's a backup, but it's not the backup that it used to be. It used to be.
You could bank on it.
Yeah, when I was going to Utah State, I could go to Preston and buy a tag and go hunting.
Yep.
Get 2 tags.
Yeah, exactly.
It seems to me that residents hated that mentality of like
in college.
People always assume this is a backup state when it's not in a way.
Yeah,
and it's getting their tags.
I don't know. I understand the want and desire to hunt other places. It's like, I go hunt Nevada or whatever, but I also 100% agree, Wyoming should cater to Wyoming residents. Idaho should cater to Idaho residents. Your home state should cater to you. That's just
it should.
Period. Yeah, you're paying state taxes, property taxes. It's where you are paying your way, where a non-resident is not.
Yep.
I would love to have more people hunt Nevada. Yeah. I honestly would. And it made sense that I would not draw tags as often, even though it's pretty hard as a resident still, but it's like we just don't have the habitat and the water.
We don't have the population numbers
to support that, but I'm all for it. I wish we could.
Yeah,
but it's like, guys like you up there, man, living that dream.
When you say that you don't see a lot of hunting pressure, how are you finding those kind of spots? I'm curious about your logic. Like, how do you go about? How much time do you put into scouting? How do you process that?
Well, anymore I don't really scout as much as I used to, but when I was younger, it was like I had to find the spot, that was my mentality. I had to find these great spots and just learn a lot over the years. And it just seems like all the best places are places that you can't glass from your 4-wheeler and that kind of stuff. So
Gotcha.
I think that's where I get away from a lot of people.
Do you hunt a lot of the same spots continually year after year, or how much time do you spend?
I cherry pick all those spots. So when I do find a little time to go get some scouting in, I'm going to go to all the places that I know are proven and cherry pick through those because in Idaho, it's not known for big bucks or anything like that. And I might go all year, and the best buck that I find is a 160 buck, and that's the buck that I end up having to hunt because that's what I have. I'm fine with that. But I just cherry pick all the stuff that I know and I've learned, and pretty much how I do it.
How much time do you put in scouting? You said you don't scout that much now.
Just with my kids and stuff, the age that they are.
It's harder. It's a lot harder.
Actually, now that I work for myself, I can actually do a little more. So it was such a struggle working for somebody else, on their time, and then you got to split your time with family time, and then obviously I got a burning desire to live for myself and do my own thing. So it's, for a while there, it was a real struggle, but
yeah, it is. It's hard. It gets a lot harder. I know that prior to my kids getting a little bit older, right now they're so busy. It seems like I've got something going every weekend with them. It used to be I could definitely get way more scouting time and even hunting time. It's a lot more challenging than it was.
Even just the years you've been at GOHUNT, I've noticed that.
Yeah, it's way more challenging. I mean, I think back to probably the last year that I really put just an absolute ton of scout time was maybe 2013. I mean, it's been 10 years ago at this point, as I think about it. But I mean, it's that year I shot that buck with the big cheaters, and I put. And then, I had an elk tag in 2010, and I put 18, 20 days in the summer. But yeah, I mean, it's not the case anymore. I would say most hunts now I'm rolling in very limited, most of the research. How much time do you put in e-scouting?
I mean, a lot in new places, out of state and stuff. It's all e-scouting and.
What about your home state? No?
No, I do.
Oh, you do?
I do. Yeah, I'm continually looking for new places to hunt, so yeah, a fair amount, I would say.
Gotcha.
So,
Is that your drive of adventure, trying to find a new spot, or any other pressures coming in?
yeah, some places dry up,
Yeah.
just over time. I've noticed, some spots that were just loaded with bucks, all of a sudden you can't even hardly find a buck anymore. So
You killed them all.
Yeah,
You shot 'em.
I have
shot 'em
hunting.
out.
I have hunting ADD. It's hard for me to hunt the same spot all the time. I love
Yeah.
hunting new places.
Yeah, I get
like
that,
that's
too.
that's what I genuinely look forward to is
Yeah.
whenever I draw a new tag, go to a new place, because it's it's hard to find new spots.
Yep.
So it takes you hunt the same spot for a couple years till you find a new one, and I love that first year in a new spot. So I'm always driven to I love finding new places.
Yeah, I get that. One thing I do know, that I've learned anyway, the spots that you hunt continually are the spots that you can be really successful at. Because you
Yeah.
learn,
Yeah.
just 1 year, you can learn so much about how the animals use that area and stuff, and it's nice to always take that to the next year. Like Nevada, I went there, and I've killed a pretty good buck opening day.
Yeah.
3 years that I was able to hunt, and I think it's just going to be better because I know exactly what those deer do now.
So in that situation like that, what's your mentality when you spot a buck? You're with have your bow. Are you stalking it right away? Or are you waiting for the optimal opportunity? Or are you kind of like one of those guys who's slightly risking it because you're killing so frequent, early in the hunt? So to me, it seems like it's like a mix of rushing in there, but
I don't think I ever really rush it. I would say everything is calculated, and a lot of it is just instinct, I guess. I do certain things because I've played it over the years in my head, and I don't always sit and ponder on everything I do. But one thing I do is I always get as close as I can safely. So from the second I find that buck, I kind of check
Start
out the
working.
situation and I get in as close as I can.
Yeah, you start working immediately.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
don't wait for him to bed. You don't do it. You just start working.
Unless it's especially in an area where it's timbered or something like that, where I might not be able to pick them up. So I get in as close as I can, so I can just once you lose that buck, you're host for the day for the most part. But if a buck was in a high basin and there was a couple trees in there, and you're going to be able to sit there and watch him bed, then I might sit back and let that buck bed, and then kind of come up with a game plan. But
Yeah.
for me, it's always get within, I guess, as close as you can safely, and then just let it play out, whatever that is. Whether he's going to bed down and I'm going to slip in, or in the evening he's getting up and feeding up over a saddle and I can tail him with the wind in my face right behind him. I don't know. It's every situation. I've killed bucks and bulls, in about every situation. And I think getting as close as you can and then letting it unfold is what's really helped me, I guess. So
Yeah.
getting in the game is what I really call it. Just get in there and get in there. We're sitting back and just waiting for the perfect opportunity. Your opportunities and days go by, and as
nothing's
days
ever
go by, it gets
nothing's
harder
ever
and
perfect.
harder and harder. So
Yeah, nothing's ever perfect.
yep.
There is a level of making it happen, right? You got to let it happen, but you also have to make it happen.
Yeah, you can't force it, but you got to get in the game.
Yeah.
Sitting on the other side of the canyon, waiting for the perfect situation, to me,
It's not going to work.
yeah.
I see that a lot. I see a lot of guys that'll sit on a buck or bull that they've seen, and it seems like the bigger the animal, the more you can talk yourself into just
Playing it
sitting
safe.
and watching, playing it safe.
I do the same thing.
I do it all the time. Yeah, I'm notorious for that.
Yep.
Slow play, you
Yep.
know, and a lot of times it doesn't work out. So that's hard. I mean, that's a hard balance to find.
Yep.
You want that animal so bad, and you sit and watch it, and you almost talk yourself out of it because you don't want to bump it.
You don't wanna screw it
You
up.
don't want to screw up.
And I'm the
that's-
exact opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the exact opposite.
I wonder if that comes with the ability that you've had to hunt. Do you think so? Hunt so many big good,
I
mature
think so.
animals.
I've been insanely blessed, fortunate, lucky, whatever the word is, to be able to hunt a lot of big stuff, a lot of cool places. But my personality though is
Yeah.
I'm just like a full send.
Yeah, go for
When
it.
I make my mind up, my wife hates me for this. I've said this a million times. I'm sure people get mad at me for talking about this all the time in the podcast too. But
Carnivore?
carnivore? Should we bring it up?
What? Did you say carnivore?
But when I make my mind up, it's
changing it.
it's my biggest. It's a huge blessing for me and my personality, but it's also my biggest weakness too because it gets in my own way. So when I see an animal that I want, I am like, fuck it, full send,
Yeah.
go, let's go. You know what I mean? And I have missed some opportunities because I did push the envelope too far too fast.
Yep.
I didn't know enough about the animal. I didn't know its escape route. Didn't know whatever it is, right? And end up losing that animal.
Yeah.
But it has worked for me at the same time. So like, it's kind of hard to get out of my own way when it has worked.
Yeah.
I'm like, so every time I see one, I'm like, let's go.
But I kind
It's
of think
on.
there's really no like playbook. Like I'm speaking about mule deer, and there's no set strategy. Like we do this every single time, that buck is dead.
There's no.
It's always different. Like
Every
when I
situation's
glass up
different.
something, how you approach it, or come from below and come up. Like wait for him to ambush, like you said, get a little aggressive, be patient.
Thinking
No
through
playbook.
in my head too of your point, I think I am over aggressive because I am expecting to have the opportunity again in the future, the next year, maybe 2 years later, whatever it is. So it probably affects my decision making.
Gotcha.
I don't have that like, oh, this is my one.
one chance.
I don't have that.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed is like those bucks, especially those ones that I really, really want that are like next level, they always elude me. The buck that's like, that's a great buck. Anybody be happy with that buck. I'd be happy with that buck. I can kill that buck every time. Every time.
Do you
but
think
that next level, it's just pressure on yourself. It really
and how
is.
you say they always elude you? Like I would rather fuck it up than him elude me. You know what I mean? Because then I know it's on. Then I know it's like at least I tried to make it happen.
That's what I'm trying to kind of decode. Is it just a difference in how you process the hunt? Like how you feel about that animal?
I feel like it is. I feel like when you put pressure on yourself, I mean, you're going to fail.
I agree.
But if it's...
What about it's a 200-inch deer?
That's what I mean.
That's a lot of pressure I'm putting on myself.
Yeah.
It's a shitload of pressure.
If
I mean,
could
to have
kill all the
that
big
in front
bucks
of
that
you,
I've had in my days, it would be pretty impressive. But they just, the big ones always seem to get away. Every now and then you kill a really good one or whatever that, just works out and you're like,
well,
that
those
wasn't
big
as bad,
ones
but
are big for a reason.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing.
that all plays a factor, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Do you hunt a buck? Like, do you find a buck and hunt a buck? Or do you more look at terrain and think this is the type of terrain I can kill a buck in with my bow? So I'm going to hunt this terrain and try to find a buck in it.
I would say a buck.
Buck.
I find the best buck that...
Regardless of where he's at.
Yeah.
Timber, sage, doesn't matter. You're going at it and trying to figure it out.
Yep. A lot of times like on like out-of-state stuff where it's like I know I don't have the time to dedicate to it, I'm less picky just because I know that I've got 5 days scratched out, and when that's over, I'm going home. So this solid 170 buck is perfectly fine with me,
Sure.
So
yeah, you I asked earlier about archery. So like, when did you get into archery, and what do you like about bow hunting?
It kind of just fell into place as like I evolved, and a lot of it was stemmed from, I guess my dad being a good parent, I guess for the most part.
Shout out to his dad.
Yeah. He didn't want us to get hurt. He didn't want me to run around with my guns and stuff like that, but I could get away with a bow and arrow for whatever reason. So that once I got a bow and arrow in my hand, I could freelance, keep that in my room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go try to kill cottontails, things like that. And once I started to shoot a bow, like I don't know just watching the flight of the arrow, watching hunting shows. Back when in the day, like there was very little out there that you could see, and any kind of content, whether it was like Primo's videos, shooting deer from tree stands, like I just absolutely loved that vision of just an arrow blowing through a deer with blood coming out. And that mystical flight of the arrow, I just absolutely love that.
There is something genuinely real in the flight of an arrow.
Oh,
like it is therapeutic. That's when people
I've always
shoot.
said this. This is my favorite. It's one of my favorite feelings about being human for me is coming to full draw. Everything lines up. Your anchor feels perfect. Your forearm, everything's nice, relaxed. Arrow breaks, and like getting to watch that arrow land perfectly in a 10 ring. It is like the most satisfying feeling. And I don't know how to explain it.
Have you guys seen Cam Haynes' new lift, run, shoot series he's doing on YouTube?
Yeah.
With a lot of non-hunters, the exterior of anyone knows how to shoot a bow, but like these bigger personalities out there.
Yeah,
like
a little bit,
Michael Chandler was his first, the UFC fighter was his first. Then he had Chris Williams, the guy from London who lives in Austin now, never picked up a bow. The look on their faces when they hit the balloon at 74 yards, it is like that is archery.
Yeah.
There is something so true about that flight of an arrow and like the satisfaction, the therapeutic side of it. There is something to it.
If you had to pick between only bow hunting and never getting to actually shoot your bow and practice with it, or you can shoot your bow all the time whenever you want, you got a great range, but you never get a bow hunt, which one you choose?
It'd be bow hunt.
bow
That's a
hunting?
great
Dude,
question.
I love the game of it, so I
Yeah.
feel like I've practiced enough in my life. I can just pick it up and still go put it.
I
where it
like
needs to
this.
be.
What if we need to keep this for the rest of the podcast? That's a good one.
How much do you shoot?
I don't shoot a ton. Like I don't shoot all year. Let's put it that way.
Gotcha.
It's like basically like, bear seasons come up. Like a month and a half before bear season, I'm really picking up my bow. I mean, I'll shoot my bow, but like not every single day like I do when I'm getting prepared for a hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime I'm getting prepared for a hunt, it just, I get my bow tuned, I get all the legwork done, and then it's just get my sight tape built, dialed, and then it's just a matter of I only shoot like 3 to 6 arrows in an evening, and that's it. Like perfect arrows, not just shooting arrows. I go to shoot perfect arrows and then put my bow away.
You're a perfectionist, minimalist perfectionist.
Yeah, I feel like, well, I've learned this like when I was younger. I used to just shoot and shoot and shoot, and then you create bad habits.
Yeah.
So I know how to shoot a bow.
Yeah.
I know how to repeat the same thing every time, and I just if I can
Practice
just
does
do
not
that,
make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect.
I agree with that. Yeah.
So that there is a fine line there. Like practice, you can end up ruining yourself in practice.
Yep.
Perfect practice makes perfect.
And that's the same thing when it comes to the final leg of actually killing something in bow hunting. And that's where I think a lot of people miss the bill. Like when I was a kid, any opportunity I could to kill something, I don't care if it was a doe or whatever, I did it. And I got years and years and years of killing stuff as a kid.
Yeah.
Rabbits, coyotes, white-tailed does, antelope doe, whatever. Just all that repetition is just built up, you know what I mean? And then
it's really funny you say that. So, like in the office, we have a lot of new hunters, and I have a lot of I've grown up in Vegas my whole life, and I get a lot of questions about like getting into hunting and starting and all this. I always tell them, just go kill as much shit as you can. It doesn't matter what it is.
You learn
like you
so
will work your
much.
way up. If you're going after a 6-point bull, you'll get there. Don't worry about that right now though. Go kill as much shit as you can.
Yeah.
Literally, anytime you have the chance, just kill. You need to get good at killing first.
Well, I hear a lot of guys that are like, oh, I hunted all year, and I never even found a buck that was over 170, so I never went after him. And I'm like, well, how many bucks have you killed with your bow? Oh, I've never killed one.
Yeah.
Go kill.
Yeah.
I think
Because
that
when you
comes-
do find that buck that you want to go after, and it's your first time trying to finish that last 10% of the hunt, dude, I am such a huge proponent of like just go fucking kill. Just everything.
Learning the animals, learning when to draw, how to draw, like what you can get away with.
Learning
like,
how to kill is a skill like a learned skill.
It is.
We all have it in our DNA, right? Like you go back in time, the primal world, like we have that DNA of being a killer. You got to kind of wake it up and get those reps in to know how to be a killer.
Yeah.
I think all guys do the same thing. We all do the same things, but it's that last few decisions that in the
Absolutely.
end are the difference. Like,
Yep.
I think there might be too a misconception out there now because all these new generation of hunters, they have access to social media. All right, social media is very skewed. Everyone's killing giant deer, giant elk all the time.
Just like everybody's got
So-
4% body fat and
Yeah,
looks amazing.
And like you
on
look
the
at, look
beach.
at look at all of us.
Hunters.
Add a 2 in front of that, and you put me in my
Well, it's just the
24%
filter
maybe?
bullshit too. It's not just hunting. Like hunting, everyone likes to tear down hunting because of social. It's literally everywhere you look in every industry. I
anything.
completely agree, but it's
Yeah.
not just hunting. Which hunting, it almost gets more of a bad rap that everybody says, oh, it's ruining hunting. It's ruined everything else too.
But I got a second point to it, though. I think all of us grew up, like you said, shooting rabbits, shooting coyotes, shooting whatever we can, shooting does, like practicing killing stuff all the time. So it became more lethal. So now I think more people are becoming, they don't want to be that guy like, oh, I just shot a doe.
Yeah.
Because like no one's going to praise them for it.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
they're
they
not
don't
actually
get the social status.
It's a social status. So they're not actually
Yeah.
out there practicing killing when they should be shooting does when they're
Yeah.
younger, working on things, going out there and doing whatever it is, shooting rabbits.
It might shock some, but you don't have to post it.
You don't have to post it.
You don't have
but
to
they want
post,
to though.
You don't have to post what you ate or how hard you
But they
worked
want
that
to.
day or what you don't have
And so
to.
I think a lot of these people are then are missing some of these skills. So like later on when they do get these buck or bull tags of a lifetime, they don't really know how to close
I
the distance and
completely
get
agree.
it done.
Totally agree.
Because they are looking for that fame early on because they see everyone else doing it. It must be the cool thing to do. But it's like, just give that, I'm not going to swear, give that stuff up.
I'll swear for you. Give that shit up.
Give that shit up, Brady.
So it's like, I don't know. I think there might be
completely
a
agree
missing
with you.
link nowadays with some of these kids. Like we grew up literally.
I completely
like you said,
agree with
like
you.
I was shooting my recurve at anything in the backyard. Like
Yeah.
I got yelled at for shooting birds with my BB gun.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
so
I killed so
you were
many
talking about
swallows.
your dad. I have a similar shout out to my dad. Similar story. Growing up in Las Vegas, right? Like you know, being a kid, you kind of always want to be like, you want to be cool, you want to fit in, right? And I grew up around guns. My family's hunting. I always wanted like a gun in my safe, like you know what I mean? Like the responsibility handed to you when your dad hands you a gun. Like I always wanted that, but my dad would let me shoot a bow in my backyard all the time.
Yep.
The gun I was not allowed to touch.
Locked up, you can only shoot it with hands.
Was not allowed to even look at it.
Yeah.
But my bow, you know, as a kid, I could go out.
Yeah, free
I used to
reign.
shoot I used to put dog food. I had a golden retriever growing up. We had a golden retriever, a couple little dogs, but the golden retriever. I used to put her dog food out in
Did
the
you shoot your
yard.
dog?
I thought this was
I
where
love
the
dogs.
story was
This
going.
was going.
No,
I was
love
going to head
dogs.
it off in
No,
the
but
past.
she
I'm
ate-
like, don't
she-
tell me you shot a golden retriever.
No, my point of saying it was a big dog, which no, I did not shoot the dog, but she ate the good dog food, right? I used to go put that in the yard. And I used to have pigeons and all kinds of birds. So every day before school, I'd go out there and kind of peek around the thing. And I could shoot my bow whenever. My dad would let me.
Yeah.
I had a big side yard. Yeah, I grew up in Vegas, but I had a huge side yard.
Yeah, cliff swallows and yellow-bellied marmots and jackrabbits was
Mine was bald eagles and
bald eagles.
no,
Statute
it was
of
like
limitations.
you know, I lived in the city, so
Yeah.
pigeons. You know what I mean? So every morning I'd go out there and there'd be a handful of pigeons, and I'd try to shoot one.
Oh, yeah.
Every morning.
Yep.
What do you think it is like that? What is that final? Like, what are those decisions that you're making that you think are different and that people could learn from to actually make it happen? Because I'll tell you, this is me personally speaking. I'm one of those guys. Spot stock mule deer. It's like arch nemesis for me. Like it's that last closing distance that I screw up.
Yeah.
So I'm interested. And I think a lot of people do.
To me, I think a lot of it is actually like knowing the animal, like being able to read their mannerisms and things like that, and make movements to get in closer at the right time, knowing when to draw and how to draw. Like, I mean, a lot of people screwed up just on drawing. Like you watch.
My best friend Clay Hill, one of the biggest outfitters in the West, horrible at killing.
Yeah.
He's an outfitter. He doesn't get to kill.
Oh, yeah.
I was on a sheep hunt with him this year. He drew his one of a kind, once in a lifetime sheep tag in Colorado. Didn't draw. So keep going.
Yeah, that's just it. Just those little things, you know. Like I watch shows and stuff, videos when guys drawing when a bull's coming up, and it's like, how'd that guy not get busted? I would have never came to full draw right then, you know. And it's just those. I don't know, just those
This is
The little things that you're stacking up.
the little decisions, and a lot of it I think is geared towards being in that situation so much. You know what that elk's going to do. You know what that deer's going to do in different situations. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So
Interesting.
There's a lot of times they just flip the switch and you do things perfectly right, and it still doesn't work because they're animals and they're random, and
That's the beauty of it all.
it is.
It's
Yeah.
never guaranteed. That's the beauty in hunting for me. It's like finding and killing, two very different things. You're going to have some experiences of seeing animals that like blow your mind, and you have that burned into your memory. But killing, like
Yeah.
that's the beauty of it. It's none of it is guaranteed.
yep.
Do you have you've hunted everything? I mean, Idaho. I see you'll kill an antelope, elk, deer. All of it. Do you have one that's your favorite?
I mean, mule deer's definitely.
Spot and stock mule deer.
Yeah, just I think the country that it is, and just the mule deer. I mean, there's nothing better than mule deer bucks.
Do you have a buck or like a story that you could share that's like meaningful to you in some way, or that like you think people could learn some lesson from? Like, is there one that is kind of like above and beyond? Like
One that you draw from.
Yeah, that you draw
now
from.
that you go on into all the next hunts.
No, I wouldn't say there is. I mean, there's obviously bucks and stuff that are super special for me and meant a lot, But
What's your favorite buck?
I'd probably say my big old 3-point with kickers. That's
Straight through with kickers.
yeah.
What kind of country did you find him in?
High desert. So
Sage, straight sage, rock.
Yep. Rock, ribbon cliff, high bitterbrush flats.
Shoot him out of his bed in a
Yep.
in a
Shot him out of his
ribbon.
bed.
Yeah. I love that.
What's
You get in those cliffs and they're bedded. Ooh.
I love that high desert
Oh, it's the
type buck.
best.
I just know that
Yeah.
type of hunt so well. I've done it so much. It's just
And Idaho has a lot of that. Like I hunted southern Utah and Nevada my entire life growing up. Very similar
Yep.
country, central Nevada, southern Utah, like those ribbon cliffs.
Oh, yeah.
So fun.
I feel a lot of it's just overlooked.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of it's
a lot of people-
wasteland to a lot of people.
A lot of people drive right through it.
Yeah.
They want to go
Yeah.
to the top of the mountain,
Yeah, get
especially
to the
early
mountain.
season when it's hot.
Yep.
They want to go up and hunt in the pine. Yes, but
Brando's a great example on his elk hunt. when he's in the bottoms chasing elk in the pinions, right? Like the elk are rutting. He's got an archery elk tag.
Yeah.
Shoots 190 plus inch mule deer just down in the desert bottom. You know what I mean? Like they are there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What would you say like average shots are like for you as far as distance goes and like technicality? You're mostly shooting downhill on them, and
I would say on mule deer they're always pretty close. They're, I mean, 20 to 35 yards. For
Really?
the most part, it seems
You're
like.
getting in there.
Oh yeah.
you're not
You're a
taking
ninja.
long shots. Then.
Oh, I will, and I make those shots too. But the bigger percentage is like buck's bedded down, and you got to get close enough to actually be able to see him to put an arrow in him.
Oh yeah.
And
That's
you
where
got to
they lay.
push the envelope a little bit. It seems like.
Do you buy into the philosophy that you only get as close as you need to? Like, so let's say that you've got a buck, he's bedded, you get into 60 yards. You could potentially get to 40 or 35, but you've got him at 60 and he's in a position when he stands up that he could shoot him. Do you push that envelope or are you going to take this
I
60
do.
yarder?
It's situational. Like, say it's on a big open ridge where it's heated up later in the day and I know that wind is consistent, I might just get as close as I need to and hold up. But if I have any inkling that the wind could screw it, I'd rather push that envelope and get in and get a shot. I mean, I'm still moving in like a cat, slow and methodical, and I'm not pushing the envelope by any means. I'm just going a little slower and watching it unfold until okay, yeah, I can't get any closer. This is it. So.
How slow do you really go? Do you know what I'm saying by asking that question?
Oh yeah, and it's I say everyone's situational. Like, is the wind blowing? Like, can they hear me? Like, can I hear myself? Like, can you hear your own footsteps? If you can hear your own footsteps, that mule deer can hear you, and you need to go very, very slow. Like, it's just all those things play a factor. Sometimes, you can see the buck's antlers just over the top of the rim, and you can move a little closer. There's wind in your face, and you can just get up there, and then when the top of his head starts to get exposed, it's time to really start slowing down.
That's the primo setup when you
But-
can see the tips of their antlers.
Oh, yeah.
That's when your heart's just racing. You know you're going to get
That's
something
the
soon.
primo setup.
I get a lot of people that are like, you hunt open country a lot. Like, how do you, like, the terrain's not set up to get in close. The more open country, the better, I feel like, because you can keep your eye on the animal. Like, just watching what it does when its head's down. Like, for the most part, if you're sitting still, when they're looking your direction, they're not going to pick you up. So,
Yeah, completely agree.
So go slow, but be calculated in it.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, I'll go as slow as it takes. One thing I don't do is, like, when I go in on a stalk, like most people, it seems like they're like, oh, I need to go in and get this shot and get it. It's like most of the time, it's like an all day deal. It's like, it can be 3 hours or it can be 9 hours. Like, I just do whatever it takes. Like, I just don't cut any corners. Like, you got to sit out in the baking
You
sun.
push to 95% and let the last 5% happen by itself.
That's it. It's like, why I've went through the effort to find this buck. He's bedded. I know where he's at. Why would I rush in there and screw it up? Like, now's the time to, like, be calculated and kill that thing. Like, my confidence at that last little bit is like, especially the more and more you do it, is just like, this buck's dead. There's no way
Do
he's getting away
you
from
let
me.
yourself think like that? So like when you look into sports psychology, I don't know if you're into sports psychology at all and listen to people who really study the mindset of like high level athletes, but some of them will let themselves think about winning the Super Bowl and like what they'll say afterwards, what they're going to say in an interview, what they're going to do with their families. And then there's a lot of athletes, very high level athletes, that will not let themselves think about it. And they see therapists to like make sure they don't want to think into the future. They need it to let it happen. Do you let yourself think about killing it?
I'm a visualizer.
What you're gonna do.
I lay in bed at night and think of sneaking in on a buck and watching the perfect arrow flight, little flicker in the sun, hitting that buck, kicks. I'm talking like
The daydream I get.
Fantasize about it. Like,
The daydream I get, but being in the actual moment itself.
no, I go into kill mode. It's just,
And you don't let yourself think about
I
the
don't
future.
even think. I just do.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, all these people that, especially later in life, you start hunting, like maybe after you're married and stuff like that. Because, I mean, hunting's awesome. Who doesn't love hunting? Like,
Yeah.
but you got to think, like, these little redneck kids that didn't have a pocket boy, Game Boy and stuff, they ran around throwing rocks and trying to kill things. And I just feel like those guys are way, 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 way ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
Like, and most the guys that are just absolute killers, it seems like, were those kids.
Yeah.
So
The reason I asked that question is like, so and what I draw, you asked if there's anything he draws from in past hunts. I have fucked up before on animals I've really wanted because I let myself think about like, oh, I'm here, I'm going to kill this
I've
thing.
done it.
Oh, yeah.
He's
For
going to stand
sure.
up, I'm going to kill this thing.
Yeah, you're taking a picture
yeah,
already.
like there's
Yeah.
there's a rock right there I can take a picture on, skyline it. Like I have no issues admitting that
Yeah.
I have gotten myself to that point. And when that last 5% started to happen, it wasn't what I had in my mind, and it kind of threw me off,
Yeah.
right? So now every time I hunt, I actively catch myself. And again, it happened on Clay Hill's hunt. We're sitting on these rams bedded, and I'm like, and I started to think about like, it's going to stand up, it's going to go right, he's going to kill it, we need to be right here. I started to build it up in my head before it actually happened. And I actively now, when I archery hunt, will stop myself. Like, no, quit fucking thinking. Don't think about it. Let it happen. Don't build anything up in your head.
I play out situations like that, and and I think I don't know if it's exactly what you're talking about, but like, just from here's an example. I guess I don't know if it's exactly how you're going about it, but I was coos deer hunting just a few weeks ago, and I'm sneaking in on this buck, and he's with a hot doe, and I'm like 150 yards, and I'm kind of tapped out. I can't safely get closer, and I'm sitting there, and I see that buck kind of suck his nose in and like put his ears back, and I hear him snort wheeze. I'm like, there's another buck right there. Like I just instantly knew that there was another buck right there, and I didn't even see another buck. Anyway, stiff leg walks to the left, and I see this other buck, a bigger buck, and this buck's super aggressive, and he goes to basically run that buck out of there, and that my intuition just from experience, like I'm like, this buck's gonna go get pushed through that saddle. So I instantly knew, I did this big half circle jog and set up in that saddle. Here come that buck. You know what I mean? Like you know how it's gonna play out. So I mean, a lot of times I play it out like that, and that's how I make my next move. But
yeah, that's good intuition. I don't have that good of intuition like that. I mean, I'm confident in my abilities to read the animal's body language and when to push, when to back out, when to draw. I'm comfortable there. I get ahead of myself in trying to like think what they're gonna do. Like I've got myself in bad situations doing that. I wish I was better at that part of it.
Yeah, well, I think that's what I do then. A lot of the decision making that I do, it's just like reading their mannerism, and it's like, oh, there's a natural saddle right there.
Yeah.
This buck's pushing that buck that direction. He's going to push that buck until he's away from that hot doe. He's going through that saddle. Like,
Yeah.
and I
do
just
you think that's a natural, that's a God-given talent, or do you think you can learn that?
experience.
I think you can learn it, but I think
it's
I think he's
experience.
working from, I don't know how old you are, but 30 years of experience probably
Yeah.
at least
Yeah.
of seeing things.
I wish
play
I
out
wish
like
I was
that.
better at that,
I
because
think
when I do that, I have found myself in a worse situation than before I thought through it.
Yeah.
Like I wish I was better at that
Yeah.
part of it.
Well, a lot of animals are predictable in their habits if you know what they do. Just like in that situation, like I watched that buck suck his nose in and pin his ear back, and I knew I was going to hear a snort wheeze before I even heard it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I've seen it on TV, I've seen it everywhere, and I knew what that buck was going to do, and I seen him show that aggression, and I just knew that that's what was going to happen. Like,
Yeah.
and I think same thing with elk hunting, mule deer hunting. You just see that so much. You make that decision in your mind before you really have to think about it. In like that, I knew what to do. Like
Yeah.
just like that.
That's why you're a killer.
I backed up, hauled ass down.
Yeah.
got
Did you
set
kill that
up.
buck?
The buck jumped my string, but I should have killed that buck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You had the shot though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
That's
played
why.
exactly.
That's
how
why
I
you're
thought
a
it
killer.
would.
See that?
So-
Yeah, it's that next level. It's that level from seeing it play out. I mean, a lot of people I think could look at a buck, pin his ears back, hear the snort wheeze. You're like, okay, another buck's in the area. Then it's like that next equation that never occurs to them.
Well, it's
one
weird.
never-
Like that's what I mean. Like sometimes, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. Just for whatever reason, like because I get asked the time, they're like, "Well, what do you do?" I don't think about it. I don't know, but I knew in my head just by sneaking up. I like
You're in the
my
flow state.
subconscious.
Yeah.
I knew there was a saddle right there.
You're in flow
I
state.
knew the terrain and everything in my head. And as soon as that buck do that, I knew what to do just like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
when
don't-
athletes talk about they play their best games when they're in the flow state. Like they're not actively thinking, but it's just naturally thinking.
Yeah,
Like
exactly. That's
that
it. I don't
spot.
break down anything. It's just kind of a natural thing. Like
Yeah.
I just
That's why it's hard to tell somebody else. It's hard
so
to relay
hard.
that information because people ask all the time, "What is it? What is the difference? What do you do differently?" And it's like I don't know.
Yeah, this comes from experience.
Yeah,
just being out there all the time.
Mostly what I tell people is I always equate it back to, and I'm not on your level by any means, but like I equate it back to time. It's just time spent, whether that's time actually out hunting on that hunt specifically, or time that you've spent previously in the field, or the time you spent in the summer. I mean, really, I think a lot of it boils down to just time.
Nothing replaces time in the field and getting out there for yourself.
Yeah.
Yourself and learning. Like
Those
not
built reps.
what everybody else says to do. I mean, that's a starting point.
You could take it and
Yeah,
run with it.
Run with it, but like nothing replaces getting out there and learning it for yourself. So.
Gotcha. What do you like for bow? I mean, what are you looking for in a bow? What's the most important thing to you in regard? Is it noise? I mean, what's your effort you put into it?
Did you already
I
go
don't
through
know.
what he shoots?
No, I haven't yet.
What
I'm a
bow do you shoot?
diehard Hoyt
Hoyt
guy.
guy.
Like
Hoyt,
I love that back wall, how the feel of it, that kind of thing. But for me, like I shoot 80-pound bow. I've always shot 80-pound. I'm a bigger guy. I have no issue shooting 80 pounds. So
Real strong guy too. It sounds like 80 pounds.
Bump it up a little bit, but I don't shoot a super heavy arrow or anything. I shoot kind of I shoot like a 467 grain arrow, and nothing crazy.
Smoking fast.
With a 100 grain broadhead. I'd rather have. I got a little longer draw length, and I shoot 80 pounds, so I can get away with. I don't need a super heavy arrow. I'd rather have a little flatter pin gap, and I can get get away with more. You know what I mean? Like I can
flock shoot a little bit.
Misjudge something by 8 yards and still smoke the buck.
Yep.
Yep.
In a pinch. So.
I'm in the same camp.
I am as well.
What do you like for sight?
Yeah.
What do you shoot for?
I really like that Excel. That's just the pins O&O. I just picked up that new dialed. Seems a lot similar. So
Had a chance to play with it at all?
I just barely
got it.
Is that a 5-pin, 3-pin?
It's a 3-pin.
Three.
So I like the pins. I like the idea of that angled elevation rail.
Yeah.
It's very unique.
Very unique.
It looks good too.
Yeah, I like the light aperture, being able to gather light, just slide that open. I've got bad vision.
Me too.
So I really like small pins and very crisp and bright, like especially for those longer shots.
You wear contacts?
I had LASIK, but it's
Still bad.
It's going downhill as I age.
Yeah.
So I need to go get it touched up again. So
Do you stabilizer wise? How do you set your bow up?
I've got like a
Do you put back bar?
12-inch cutter on it. No, I've never done that. Like I know I would like it. I've never tinkered with it, but it's like bottom line is I got to pack that thing. So
Yeah.
They're heavy.
I can get away with a little weight out front, a little longer stabilizer, and still shoot great. So for what I'm trying to do,
Gotcha.
in a kill situation, 70 is kind of my cutoff. It's just I like to get closer than that to feel like I really earned it, kind of thing. So
You shoot fixed blades or mechanicals?
fixed blades, but I've definitely been tinkering with some mechanicals lately. Like I killed that Coos deer buck a few weeks ago with mechanicals. Pretty
Mechanical.
cool. So
It was just recently that Idaho could use mechanical.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know if I'd use them for elk. Those things are they're so tough, and
I'm scared of them. I've never shot them.
Yeah.
But just stories I've heard, like I'm scared of them.
the thing that I think they shoot great. It performed great on that Coos deer, but the thing I don't necessarily like is like you can't like push them into your quiver to keep them silent when you shoot. So you shoot and it's kind of loud. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. If you're shooting with a quiver on your bow,
Yeah.
exactly.
they can rattle a little bit.
Yep.
Unless
Yep.
you got like a set, like you shoot a tight spot.
Yep.
Yeah. Secondary gripper will help quite a bit. I don't know if
Yeah.
you got one, but
I've played it through my head. If I did go that route,
Yeah.
I'm like, I could cut some foam out that's a little bigger that could, absorb
Yeah.
some of the shock, and I can still stick my point in there with that. Yeah.
yeah.
So,
I've gotten to using a hip quiver. I like it so much better than actually having the quiver on my bow.
yeah. I used to use one of those a long time ago, but
Yeah, like the cat quiver. Or, do you remember those?
it was just one that I think it just went in your pocket, folded on one side with 6 arrows on
I'm
one
just gonna
side,
go
but-
Legolas style, just straight
Yeah.
out the back.
Just straight pulling them from a quiver on your back.
Yeah, being a backpack hunter, just having your quiver on your bow is nice. So
Yeah.
it's hard to get away from that for me. So
Yeah.
What
do you-
about?
Go ahead.
You can still go archery?
No, go ahead.
Okay, I want to jump into optics. What's your optics setup that you're taking like on a mule deer hunt? And then to follow up, like what type of glasser are you? Are you a grid guy, or are you just like analyzing all the terrain, trying to like hit the spots that might hold deer?
I glass everything, but like right out of the gate, I I hit everything that looks bucky. That looks
yep.
good. You know, stuff. You know, like the ridges and stuff first before something goes over the top of the ridge. Yep. You know what I mean, and then hit everything else when I have time. But I use like a 10x42 EL Swaro just for my primary glass. I'm gonna get those NL Pures this spring. After
buddy.
My buddy pulled a set out of his pack, and I pulled him up next to mine, and I'm like, I hate you.
Aren't they crazy?
I have to. Here we go again.
It's one of those things where like, how could it get any better than the ELs?
I didn't think it would. Yeah.
Until you look through them,
it's night and day.
and it's like, what?
So
Did you say you use range-finding binos?
No.
No, you use an extra, like a handheld rangefinder?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep. So that and just a 65 Swaro angled for the most part, and then
Glass not a tripod.
I'm not a big tripod guy. I've never. I mean, when I get the NL Pures, I will be, because I've never wanted to send them off and have the end of my things threaded.
Yeah.
So.
Yep, exactly.
But I mean, I'm always like when I glass, I sit down. I'm always on my knees, so I'm solid. Like so.
Yeah. Are you doing a lot of like midday glassing with like spotters, trying to pick up deer in shadows? Or are you kind of one of those guys who's going to start to
with my spotter?
You never glass with your spotter.
It's only to size something up. So
yeah,
everything is with my binos. I don't know if that's correct, but it works for me. You know.
Yeah.
And you know, I glass everything all day.
Are you sitting in one knob, or are you going to be the guy who's moving around,
getting different angles,
shadows, and looking into them?
Yeah, until my eyes get super tired, take a little cat nap, hop back up again, and just, you know what I mean?
Aren't those naps the best?
Oh, they are the best.
15 minutes feels like 4 hours.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you just feel like a new man.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
So,
I love it.
Yep.
Do you spend a lot of time backpack hunting, or do you do both?
It just, whatever it takes for that animal.
Yeah.
I enjoy backpack hunting the most, I think, just because I like using all my gear and, you know, being prepared and tucking everything away and having just everything that I need and nothing extra. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Do you hunt mostly on your own? I don't think I've ever heard you talk about hunting with a partner or seeing.
For the most part, I do. Like, I've got my good buddy Rick Palmer. He's a killer. I mean, he's a killer.
Yeah?
Yeah. So, but, you know, we elk hunt and stuff a lot, but we're both on limited time as far as like, we don't want to hunt together and then only I have an opportunity to kill something. So we'll hunt together and split up, and he kills a bull, then I'll go help him pack it out. And so a lot of that lately, for the most part. Like, I'm not, you know, on these out-of-state hunts, like, I like to go with a buddy or something like that just for the companionship of it, you know, like
camaraderie.
Yeah, whatever. Like, I like that. But like my home state, I'm like just a solo guy, it seems like. As I get a little older, it seems like I want to go with people more, though. Like, I feel like, I don't know.
Interesting.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
30, just turned 37. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
Starting to get more communal in mindset with kids and all that stuff.
Yeah. I'd say that. Like, I'd say that I feel like I'm not as hardcore as I used to be. You know what I mean? Like, it's just more about,
I feel the
as
same.
I age, it's more about just the experience. And I mean, no doubt, I'm going out there for one reason. But it, you know, if I can have someone come with me and, you know, have a good time together.
It's weird how becoming a parent kind of changes that mindset of shared experience.
The selfishness.
Yeah. It's really interesting.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I was a wildly selfish, and I still am, to be honest. But like, it's weird how you start to shift a little bit into like more shared experience.
Oh yeah. See, I was all about like, I'm the same way as far as like opportunity. I want to be by myself because I'm the best hunter, and I'm the only one that can spot that buck and go kill it. My buddy can't spot it and have the chance to go kill it. You know, so
yeah,
I get that for sure. But
Brady's loves to be alone.
I love that.
Loves it.
Just aloneness out in the mountains. Every decision's my own. All my thoughts.
That's all. Whenever we ask you why you love it, that's the first thing you always say.
Yeah,
it's every decision is mine and mine only.
No question in my mind that I am a way better hunter by myself than with somebody. There's only one thing on your mind, and that is it.
I agree.
So
same. Way better on my own.
Because like if I'm hunting with someone else and I say we're gonna go way over there, and if they have a little thought in their head or they mention like, gosh, that's really far, I might change my opinion of that right there because he doesn't want to do it. So I don't want to put us both in a situation that we're kind of not together on the same plan for. So now we're going to make a different decision, go over here. So in my mind later, I'm like, gosh, we should have went way over there.
Yeah.
Like,
you start second guessing, re-guessing,
It's kind of funny, like the few people that I do hunt with, like, you know, I hunt with guys on bear hunts and things like that, but they're the only type of people that I hunt with, it seems like, are like go-getters in the sense that they're kind of, I don't know, I'm kind of weird in the sense too. It's just like the farther, the harder, the more risky it is. Like
that's where you get
and
success.
You kind of laugh about it. Like I just like my buddy Nick. I'm like, it doesn't matter how far we got to swim a river. What he just kind of laughs and let's go.
Yeah,
you know, that's the kind of I just like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
anything that's ever holding you back or changing the plan. I don't know. I don't like hunting with guys like that.
Yeah.
It's hard to find a good hunting partner where you both mesh fully.
Oh yeah,
It's like everything throughout the whole thing. Like you can like pros and cons from each person and like use that to your advantage sometimes too.
Yeah, but the hunting partner where you can truly say what you're thinking and have their input only elevate the outcome and not like just change the outcome.
That's what
to elevate the outcome. That's a hard partner.
That's why I was hunting with my buddy Rick is awesome. Like we were both pretty good hunters before we met each other, but like when we met each other and we hunted together, like I learned so much from him and he learned so much from me, and we just
started to elevate
do
the
nothing
overall.
but elevate each other.
Yeah,
that's a tough thing to find. It really is.
Yeah. The classic scenario of hunting with somebody else is like you see an animal, you're both sitting there, you look at it, you both see it, you both turn to each other and you're like, what do you think? What do you think?
Yeah.
And there's like this delay, this is like analysis that goes where typically when you're hunting on your own, you figure it out on your own, you go.
Yep.
Like there's this, I don't know, what do you think? What do you think? I don't know. You can sit there and kick it around and that I think I'm better. I'm a lot more effective solo. But
Yeah. Oh, no doubt.
Did I hold you back in New Mexico?
No, that was great. Elk hunting's different.
Did I hold you back in Colorado?
100% no.
I think elk hunting's a little bit
Until you blew your
different.
knee out.
Till I blew. That was rough. That
I can't blame you. I can't blame
did.
for that. I blame football.
That does hold you. It did hold you back though, honestly, because in the last 2 days, you're right. That held us back.
I think elk hunting's a little bit different,
It
especially
is.
archery elk hunting. I
Yeah.
mean, that definitely yields itself to a good partnership
Yeah.
because
Because I've hunted
you've got
hardcore.
calling and moving and
I've hunted hardcore with both you guys just once a piece. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, I think elk
You
hunting.
can be honest too.
Oh, I'm being
You know?
honest.
Yeah.
I mean, we killed 2 bulls in 3
I
days.
thought
think it was-
I thought we made good decisions
yeah, we-
together.
yeah,
And
we
I thought
did.
we were
did.
on an absolute giant mule deer,
Yeah,
biggest
I
buck I've
thought
ever
we
been on
made-
my
yeah,
life.
yeah, we totally did.
One of the funnest
I
hunts.
felt my thinking and decisions were elevated talking with you on
It
that
was
deer
it
and
was an
talking
absolute
with you on
blast.
the
Like
elk.
I think we
Yeah.
mesh like the 3 of us.
Yeah.
I can even say it collectively, the 4 of us. We've hung out now a little bit more. Like I think we're cut from the same cloth. Like we really do just want to see each other succeed and have fun. Like
Totally agree.
It's all about the partnership. Yeah, I mean, it depends on the individual for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and elk hunting I think is awesome that way. Partner.
Dude, watching you smoke that bull at
Yeah.
15 yards
Yeah.
or 80, whatever it was,
Yeah,
it was
18.
awesome. Right over his shoulder.
that-
I'm
no,
like,
that was a
holy
great trip.
shit.
Yeah, that's
What-
always super rewarding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the best.
What do you got planned for this year? You already making plans? How early does that process start for you?
Oh, it starts as soon as it's over. So
Really? You're already
yeah,
planning,
yeah.
thinking about it?
Yeah, I've got some points built up in a few places. I'm hoping to do maybe a late Arizona late archery hunt, burn some points there, do that.
Elk?
Yep.
Yeah. My cousin's, he wants to do
So-
that this year too. I think it's going to be good. Be real good.
According to GOHUNT,
Yeah.
should be 100%. So
I've
gonna
done
be-
it.
I think
I've
it's
done
gonna be
that
good
hunt
this
3
year.
years.
Yeah.
It's fun.
And my cousin's all excited about it. Been texting me like crazy. I think Arizona's going to be good.
heck yeah, with all the monsoons and
Yeah.
stuff this year, maybe
Yeah.
carry over a little bit.
Should be a banner
There will
year.
So-
definitely be some carryover.
Yeah.
Should be a
Yeah.
banner year for Arizona.
Yeah, I'm all about opportunity. So anything I can chalk up and for sure do. You know.
Do you have
It's-
Nevada points? You talked about hunting Nevada in the past.
No, not anymore. But I'll just try to get
Whatever. Get
just-
lucky.
Ruby tag
Yeah.
or whatever, that kind of thing.
first
So,
come first serve list. Start
Yeah,
looking at that
exactly.
when that comes out later in the summer.
Yep.
Yeah, try to get a general archery, tag in Utah early or something like that.
You
I
hunt-
always try to get like an early hunt, like a mule deer hunt, like something before September 1st.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's always my goal is to try to get a hunt or even a couple.
That's
of
why
those
Nevada's
hunts.
awesome. August 10th. So
And then I
it's
can
amazing.
roll into Idaho, September 1st, and I can hunt deer for the first whatever week until it starts getting tough, and then I can roll into elk.
So what drives me crazy about Colorado is the archery opens September 1st.
Yeah,
It's
that
it's-
change, like, really
it's
hurts it.
not a good. It's not a good fit. Archery mule deer. You're
Yeah.
trying to get it. You're trying to get it done in August so you can start transitioning into September.
Oh yeah, they strip their velvet and
Yeah,
drop down, and
yeah.
that hunt is a lot different. So.
Yeah, we watched a ton of bucks that year. You and I hunted that early hunt when we could hunt it in August. They were stripping by September,
Oh yeah.
and they were hitting the
that first
timber.
week of
Oh, yeah.
September.
You gonna go chase a bunch of wolves when you get this winter still? Like, what's your fascination with hunting wolves? Or you just do it when you
it's
can't
just like
time? or?
something to do kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's not,
Your waterfowl hunt is hunting wolves.
Just something to do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
something to do.
Yeah. Waking up to go duck hunting doesn't do anything for me.
You'd
I'll
rather
tell you
go
that.
wolf hunt. Yeah. See,
Yeah.
I'm living in Idaho, I'd be chasing birds like mad.
Yeah,
like,
I'd rather
that's all I
go
would
coyote
do.
hunt or something like that. But
Yeah.
anymore,
That's your
it's like-
filler thing to go do. It's wolves
yeah,
and coyotes.
yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah. For the most part, anymore, it's like I really got to prioritize, what seasons are the most important to me, and kind of stay home a little more the rest of the time. So,
When's the last time you ate a tag?
I had a tag this year.
Did you?
I ate a bear tag this year.
A bear tag?
Yeah, passed on some.
Let's go an antlered animal.
Oh, I burned an elk tag, a second elk tag last year. So,
Does that bug you?
it used to.
Yeah.
It used to really bad. I mean, actually, I think until that bull, I mean, I couldn't even tell you the last time I burned a tag. Like, I mean,
Grim Reaper.
a lot of years.
Your family's eating well.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, yeah. But I would say as I get a little older, I don't absolutely have to fill that tag. The reason that these tags weren't filled was because I passed animals and did things that I don't normally do. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. It is interesting. I'm the same way. It used to really bug me if I didn't fill a tag. Like really, really would eat at me. And I can eat a tag now and I don't feel
yeah.
too bad about it.
Yep.
I kind of leave it by the wayside. I don't think about it. It kind of goes on.
Do you ever think there's pressure to fill a tag?
That's the other
doing what you
thing.
do?
No, I don't. I mean, no, I don't,
Yeah.
to be honest. I don't know.
It still bugs me if I.
Does it?
Yeah, it still bothers me.
Yeah.
It still bothers me. I'm not. I love killing. Like I
Yeah.
I do. I'm.
Yeah.
I mean, I
pretty
put a lot of-
psycho about it. I like harvesting, getting up to the animal, like just
That's me
looking at
too.
the bases and looking at what he's got going
Yeah.
on and the character. And if I eat a tag and don't get it, it bothers me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm one of those guys. It's like I'm a trophy hunter until I'm not. So like, mule deer. It's like I'm trying to kill the biggest buck on the mountain or that I know about until it starts getting down, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna be happy with that buck. I'm gonna go kill that
Yeah.
buck. And
Yeah.
I love the game of it. I love every aspect of it. Like I want it all. So,
Yeah.
but
Do you feel pressure? Do you mean?
I used to. I think that was a lot of my drive to just like prove everybody wrong kind of thing. You know what I mean? Just that, I live for hunting. It's my jam, and I want to be the best at it. But anymore, I kind of feel like, I don't know, it just kind of changes.
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of it's having kids and
I-
stuff.
I feel
my
the same
mentality
way.
just changes.
Yeah, my mentality has changed for sure. Like that shared experience.
Yeah.
Not. I'm a trophy hunter until I'm not as well, and
Yep.
when I'm not is when I have my wife and kid, and
Yeah.
have a more of a shared experience type of hunt. Like I'll go
Yeah.
kill anything, but like not killing still. I don't mind the transition of like what you're willing to go after and not go after.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
hate walking away from not ever having like
Oh, yeah.
the
I mean,
buck
it's,
or
I
the
wouldn't
bull
say
to look
I-
at and the character and no matter what it was, just like just having it to look at.
Yeah, I don't feel completely cool about it, but it still stings, but it stings less. I don't,
Yeah.
I don't think about it a lot after
Yeah.
the fact.
I think a lot of it, like especially like early, was just proving to myself that I could do it. Like,
Yeah,
build
and
my own
that's-
comments. And now that I've done that, it's like I know I can do it. Like,
That's what I
don't
was
need
gonna
to.
say.
Now you can
It's
choose.
like I've proven it to
Yeah,
myself
yeah.
that now it's like now I can go after that what I really want,
Mm-hmm.
and if I don't end up shooting something, I've given it 110%.
And you still
to try to
know
kill
you
this.
could have done it on some of the ones you passed. and-
Exactly.
yeah. Yep.
Like I know personally that I could have killed a bear and I could have killed another bull, or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. So
Another bull.
yeah,
That's always the crazy thing. Another bull, yeah.
yeah. I don't know. It's been a long time since I burnt like a primary tag. That's for
Yeah.
sure. Like
Yeah, but an
That's-
over the counter type of tag,
Yeah.
something like that.
yeah, like my normal deer, elk, antelope kind of thing.
Gotcha.
But when I get second tags, I look at those as just a non-pressured opportunity. You know what I mean? To just go shoot something else. But
Do you guys got more questions?
I answered a lot of the ones I wanted to touch on. Come back to me. Give me 1
Yeah.
minute to think.
I'll throw one last one at you for me. Do you have like any parting piece of advice to people that want to be more successful, specific to spot and stock bow hunting? Like, what would that be? Like, I know that's a broad question, but if you could just what's your take on that?
I would say like the biggest thing is just get out there and learn as much as you can and try to just build on that and then be confident in what you do. Like that's one of my biggest weaknesses before it kind of like clicked for me was I was never confident in what I would do. I would go said go hunt this canyon for this reason, I still didn't have the confidence. And it wasn't until like I believed in myself that I don't need to be in the spot. Like I came here for a reason, a gut intuition or whatever. Like just believing in that and seeing it through is when it all kind of started to click for me. So I feel like whatever strengths you have, like once you just build upon your strengths, you know what I mean? Like if you're good at shooting, like make that your go-to and just be confident in that aspect of spot and stalk hunting, you know what I mean? Or you're good at finding, just hold on to something that builds your confidence. Be confident, because, you know, to consistently kill things, you got to have that confidence. Like that's one of the biggest things, in my opinion, is just being confident in your ability. So everybody's got their strong points and weaknesses. So I would just build upon your strong points and then, you know, just put in the time and effort. And I think eventually, you know, if you got the drive and desire, it's going to fall into place. So
it's good advice.
Very good advice.
Play to your strengths.
Just be confident to kill, right?
Yeah. Take what your God-given talent is, whatever that is, and roll with it, and be confident in it, and everything else will fall into place.
Trust your gut.
Yep. Gotta trust yourself. So
cool.
The grass isn't always greener, you know.
Yeah.
The guy that killed that big buck from the road, you know, that was just luck that one time. So
yeah. Well, good. We appreciate you jumping on.
For sure.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, that was a blast.
That was a good conversation.
Always fun hanging out with you, buddy.
Yeah.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I think this is the first time we've actually ever met in person. We've kind of kept in touch
Yep.
via social media, but you're definitely somebody I've always looked up to as, I mean, I don't like the word, you know, like hunting celebrity. I don't like it. I think it's kind of silly and lame, but like I've definitely looked up to your skill set.
I appreciate
I think
that.
your skill set is admirable. And if people are out there looking for a good role model of spot and stock, DIY, hardcore hunter, I would put you right up there near the tip top. So appreciate you stopping
That's awesome
by.
coming from Trail. That's
appreciate that.
And when he said, because we're on a planning this podcast, he's been in charge of like planning. What did he say? He goes, he's just an absolute stud.
He's a
straight up killer.
Goat Knives, owner of Goat Knives,
Absolute
designer of Goat
straight
Knives,
up killer.
Parentheses, Western Big Game Grim Reaper. Like that's
that is
that's
him in
the
a
guy.
nutshell.
I appreciate that.
That's
so.
you're the guy. So I appreciate it. Thanks for
That
stopping
redneck
in.
worked out. So
That's how it works. Same here,
More
bud.
people can learn from that.
Same here. Well, thanks.
Yeah, appreciate it,
Appreciate
Travis.
it, man. Thank you.